The clock. Let's explain that first. You can see on the outside, you see a moon with the 4 over it. That's showing that it's 4 o'clock and it's about to hit 5 o'clock. You see that spark going around the diamond that says first. That is essentially your minute hand. When that goes to the top, that will pass the hour over. And that's really it. The moon indicates that it's nighttime, and like the clock works like a standard clock. It's not some made up shit. It's 12-hour days and 12-hour nights, and a screen that closes in once you move on to a new day. This is what happens whenever you get a new day. Dawn of the you get this epic screen. I love it. 48 hours remain. Till what? We'll find out later. 48 hours till what? We'll find out later. But yeah, now you can see it's a sun symbol going around the outside with the 6 on it. So that shows that it's daytime, it's dawn. So yeah, it's kind of weird, the official daytime nighttime happens at 6 and 6. And in the real world we always kind of debate that sometimes, daytime. I don't know, I guess that is true. Daytime does kind of start at 6 a.m. and nighttime begins at 6 p.m. So yeah, that does make sense. So yeah, with the time mechanic, I guess I can kind of go into it. I'm not going to go into too much detail because that's too much to chew. But with the time mechanic, I just need to let you know that a lot of stuff in this game works on a schedule. This game is very, very complicated in the way it's formatted, in the way the time schedule works. Certain things will happen at certain times. I'm going to try to demonstrate that actually right now. Where's a good place to demonstrate it? Well, there are certain doors, and this is probably open by now. This is open at 8. Yeah. There are certain places that open at a certain time, just like in the real world, certain places open at certain times. And I believe if I can get over here before it actually opens. This is the mayor's office. This is actually kind of a good time to come here. This will kind of introduce us more to the story. You see, this is hours, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. So this will be closed after 8 p.m. So it works kind of like the real world. And other things will happen throughout the world, not just clock time, but throughout the world that correlate with the time. So this whole world is on a schedule. It's just such a genius design. And it's one of the biggest reasons why I love this game. It's how elaborate it is with this time schedule. And you really need to be organized when you're playing this game. I don't want to I don't want to explain how that's gonna work, organization, until later and when we get deeper in the game. But I just want to say you need to be really organized when you play this game. So it's a very difficult game to play your first time through. I'll just say that. And it was hell for me the first time through, because back then I didn't use the internet, I didn't use guides, I did things all by myself, like I always do. Yeah, here's our introduction to the story, by the way. Not the introduction, but this will kind of give us an idea of what's going on. panic mode here, so that might explain the time limit. Because this does seem kind of like a foreboding atmosphere, and they talk about the big chunk of rock in the sky, that scary moon. Yeah, I'd be afraid if there's the moon like this smiling at you. Yeah. Okay. So, I've pretty much talked about all I wanted to talk about right now. I'll tour the town later. I was thinking about touring it, but we don't really need to tour it right now. Really, like, none of this is really relevant to us at this point in the game. Later on, it may be, but I really don't really need to tour. Yeah, so... Plus, this episode's really long, and I want to end it, so... I need to explain what needs to happen now. So again, I'm just gonna play the waiting game. And I need it to be midnight of the final day. This is the frustrating thing about this game, is at times you will have to wait around. Eventually we will be able to manipulate the clock a little bit to make sure we don't always have to wait around. But sometimes, you know, like I was saying, this whole world runs on a schedule, so you have to wait for a certain time on a certain day for something to happen. And sometimes it just has to be a certain time, it doesn't matter what day, but you know what I mean. You have to wait for a certain time for something to happen for you to do whatever the hell you want to do. So a lot of times you will find yourself waiting around for that. But we will tackle that subject as we go throughout the game. But right now, I'm waiting around for midnight of the final day. This is the longest wait you will ever have to make, trust me. So, it's kind of annoying, but it has to be done. So, I'm going to end the episode now, and I will see you in the next episode at midnight of the final day. So, thank you guys for watching. This has been Mike1217, and I will see you at midnight, final day, on Let's Play Majora's Mask. Peace out. Okay, so I figured I might as well just add this part to the end of episode 3. I apologize about this. I know I'm kind of unorganized because this game, like I was saying, this game is structured very interestingly with this time system. It's gonna be, which is actually gonna make it kind of difficult for me to format my episodes and know how, you know, like what I'm gonna include in one episode. So originally, what I had as the entire episode 2 being like a 27-minute video, I figured that's pretty long, and this part's really short, and I don't really know what I'm going to do after it, so I'm just going to split into 2 videos, and, yeah, just figure it out. So, I apologize if something's awkward, but, yeah. I'll adjust to this game's weirdness as we go, don't worry, just bear with me for now. So, we just have about 4 hours to go. I just kind of sat around. Actually, when I was waiting for time to pass, I actually went to Taco Bell, and I was actually really in a hurry, too, because I knew I had to get back here. I'm actually surprised. I made it back to my apartment. My Taco Bell is actually, I haven't eaten it yet. It's sitting on my kitchen counter right now, waiting to be eaten, probably getting cold. So, I'm sacrificing eating my Taco Bell right away for you. So, yeah, there you go. Again, more healthy food that I'm eating. Didn't I talk about the 4 hot dogs I ate earlier? Now I went to get Taco Bell because I'm just crazy. I had to do something when I was waiting. I don't have anything else to do. So, there you go. So, just a couple more hours left. Still playing the waiting game. I don't want that heart piece either. I don't want it. Yeah, I probably should have waited a little bit longer before I jumped back into the recording. Don't worry, this will stop eventually. We still have 1 more hour. And this is just exciting, kids. This is Majora's Mask at its worst, really. Like, this is probably the weakest part of the game, is just waiting around for stuff to happen. But you have to deal with it sometimes, and I guess it is kind of nice because it allows you a chance to go make a sandwich or something, or get Taco Bell in my case. After all, with the Wind Waker, when you were sailing all that time, I would actually go and do other things when I was sailing to the next island. So Majora's Mask is that different. But here we go. This is what we've been waiting for this whole time. So this has been what's been troubling this town and this strange world this whole time. The moon's gonna crash on it, and we have 5 minutes until that happens. The Skull Kid here is bringing it down. So how do we stop him? Well, we shoot bubbles at him. Kind of anticlimactic way to have it done, but there you go. So when we got here, it was 3 days until the world ends, basically. But we need to retrieve the special instrument that he took from us, which is our ocarina. From our last adventures, the Ocarina of Time. The last... I didn't say the word adventure very well, I apologize about that. Actually, I don't even know why I'm saying Ocarina of Time was our last adventure, as if we've already played it. That's not going to be till later, folks. But anyway, memories of Princess Zelda, her only appearance in this game, are rushing back to us. I love the lack of a sound effect there. It's just a kind of a minor detail. You know, when Tattle hits Link's head, there's like no sound effect. I don't know, it's just like a minor detail with that flashback. Anyway, Song of Time has a completely different function in this game than it did in Ocarina of Time, but just opened the door of time and made blue blocks appear out of nowhere. In this game, it actually is the most important song in the game. And we're going to find out exactly what it does right now. And the ocarina is apparently now a big horned thing. I don't even know what that would be called. But it still works. So, this, as you saw with the text there, in case you didn't read it, we are saving our game and going back to the first day. So, in case you're not familiar with this game, I will explain what's happening here. This game essentially... Oh wow, this is actually going to show a flashback that I forgot about. We're not going quite that far back in time. But this game is essentially has a Groundhog Day effect, where every time we play the song time, we go back to the dawn's first day. And everything that we just did never happened. So it erases everything that we have just done, sort of. So, to mildly explain it, as you go through the game collecting things, some things get saved, some things don't. Essentially, major items get saved, and smaller items don't, like rupees and collectibles like arrows and bombs. And we'll see that as we go. But one of the major things that was saved was the instrument. We still have the instrument. So even though everything that we just did was erased, we did accomplish our task, we still have the instrument, and we can, well, essentially move on. We accomplished our task. However, I think I'm going to stop here and talk to the crazy Happy Mask salesman next time. Don't hurt me, dog. On Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you on the flip side. Peace out.